Good evening, my friend. It is the 29th day, so we have passed 4 weeks. And at the very beginning, I promised that these will last for at least 30 days. So that means our lockdown or the quarantine has been last for, a month. But we came through it, and remember to know that at the same time, I will invite Venerable Hui Sheng. He has been doing the intensive meditation here. He shares some of his meditation experience with me. So tomorrow I will invite him to share his meditation experience. And I like to kind of ask you that for this 1 month, I try myself to select the material because some of the technique is complicated, or some of the Dharma teaching is also very complicated. The language or it's a lot is to do with the Eastern thinking or very monastic culture. So I have been kind of selected and come up with a more systematic, the technique and method to share with you. But most important is remember, is not collect information or collect knowledge. This is come to the meditation is not academic. Okay, if you want to benefit the most, is you have to experience from the instruction. So I will advise you that you should go to attend at least 7 days. Maybe at the beginning you should go to a weekend, or 3 days, 5 days, and 7 days, and also 10 days intensive meditation. When you do meditation, if you do it right, frankly, you will fall in love with the meditation. Sometimes I even use addicted to it. But this addiction has no side effect at all, okay? You just want to harm for body, and then if you want to stop it, you can stop it. You will not say, okay, you still need to depend on some kind of the substance to stop it, okay? So I will recommend Goenka Vipassana program. Very popular, all over the world, also in United States, in Canada. You just have to find a time. But remember, when you go, the mentality prepare, then you will have a successful meditation. What kind of a mentality you should have? You should have that determination. Say, okay, the first one, even 10 days, I'm not going to give up. I will finish. I will, keep hanging there. And I'm not going to give up. So this is very important. The aspiration and also the determination. So you will go it. And then secondly, you can apply all the technique I share with you for this month. For some people, if you kind of miss a lot of very basic classes, right now it's all recorded on this Facebook. And I indicated day 1, day 2, day 3 also has the description about the content. So you just go back there and to slowly to pick it up, because I did, make arrangement to share with you the technique step by step. So this is very important. Definitely try. This is most valuable experience. You can never bought by money, cannot be bought by the money, and you will find that's the most valuable, precious experience you can have. So go to the 10 days intensive meditation, apply all these, technique, and I will tell you that even in Thiên Thai's meditation manual, what I just share with you, it's just very basic, very kind of. Of course, they also have a more advanced, and that will be people already have some like a samatha experience, and then joys from the meditation. Then you like to push yourself like further. Then then there's a advanced meditation class or meditation skill. Okay. If you ask, is there any of the English translation? Yes. If you look, Professor Paul Swanson, the professor, he has translated basically this meditation, manual, similar the related work by the Zhi, 4 volumes. Also, Dan Stevenson, Professor Dan Stevenson also has the book on this one. So I think that it won't be hard to find about English translation about Thiên Thai's meditation manual. Okay, so today what we're going to do is I like to basically today with you, so I like to share with you step by step what we have gone through the techniques. And each of them, we will do it very slowly. Surely, I should say, just very short, but we will go through all of them. And then supposed to have the Dharma talk, the Dharma words sharing. And today I bring my tea and cookie snack to show you that tea zen or tea chan. Okay, so every time when you do meditation, remember 3 things: body, breath, and mind. Body, breath, and mind. Okay, so the first one, body. From your feet. Feet always remember closed. You can do the full lotus position, half lotus position, and that's the leg. And secondly, your back should be upright. And now this time, before you set your hands, you can circulate clockwise, or even shaking, the right and left. So the purpose is to make sure that you sit stable, and also to loosen your muscle, your joint. And as I when you in the middle of meditation, if you feel very tired and it's caused by the tension in your body, you still can kind of stop it and then stop to the meditation and then shaking your body, like a left, right, or the circle. It's okay. The tense in your muscle. Now the hands just slightly touched and put down on your thighs. Not hanging up. Do not hang it up. Okay? And shoulder open up. Even before you're doing the meditation, right now, because there's so many people, computer and the cell phone, you find that your shoulder is very tight. So before you really enter to the meditation, you can kind of shrug, circle your shoulders. It's okay, back and forth, okay, and open up, put it down. So very important to have your muscle flexible to prepare for the meditation. I always encourage the people doing some yoga to stretch the body. Of course, if you go to the Goenka, Vipassana, they won't do that. Probably they don't want the people to do in the meditation hall. But I think passive meditation plus more active movement exercise, I think that will keep your body kind of in the middle path. Some people are sitting for passive meditation or not have enough dry exercise or not enough nutrition, then make the body is kind of not very healthy. So I think that of course you don't want to do very, very exciting the exercise, so then your mind is not coming down. Okay, so it's very important to keep the balance. Okay, now the chin come in, not up, not down, but pour in. And then before you place your tongue, okay, then open your mouth and then exhale. You just kind of visualize, exhale the impure air, energy, negative energy, impure air from your body 3 times, kind of exhale. Then immediately close up your mouth, keep the clean air in your body. This is according to the Tiantai meditation manual. Okay, and now place your tongue behind the upper teeth. Remember that if when you're doing the meditation, you feel very thirsty, but you also cannot get up to drink, just use your tongue and then circle your mouth. It will generate the saliva. In the Taoist practice or in the Chinese medicine, that your own saliva consider will be the best liquid, for yourself. Because sometimes I saw my students, they always have like a water bottle next to them during the meditation. I say you cannot do that. You can drink, during the break, or if you really feel dry and thirsty, then just use your tongue and circle to generate the saliva, the moisture in your mouth. Okay. And then now close eyes, and I mentioned even the meditation manual or text indicated that eyes should be open, but in Tiantai, and then most of the meditation texts always encourage people close the eyes to prevent distraction, and also help you to more you can. The only thing is when you feel so sleepy, but you like to keep going. So one way of present the sleepy is look very, very far. The furthest, kind of one spot, and then you stare there and keep you awake. That's the way to overcome the drowsy and then sleepy. So that's the only time when your eyes are closed. Okay, so now double check 7-step Vairochana. So, your then your back, your hands, shoulder, chin, tongue, and eyes. And remember, for the body posture, it need to be loose, need to be relaxed, but upright. Do not lean on fence, wall, or couch, or sofa bed, the back. Also not on the back of your bed in the bed. So do not lean on anything. You should be kind of upright. Okay, so this is the body posture. It's just like you practice the fundamental skill. The monks have to practice every day. Also for some of the dancer, I believe so. All kinds of professional skill always have the fundamental technique you have to practice every day, every time. So as meditation. So for this body posture, every time you want to do the meditation. Now, let's focus on breathing. Okay. This breathing, like in Tiantai, the manuscript, meditation, this is the path to samadhi, to concentration. Okay, breathing. Even you just practice this breathing within your intensive meditation, you will reach the samatha, the dhyana. Of course, according to Buddhism, that even for non-Buddhist, you will attain the dhyana, the concentration, But if you do not exercise the inside meditation or even the philosophy, you do not realize the Dharma, the universal law, then you will not gain the wisdom. So that's the difference between Buddhism and non-Buddhism, or Buddhist and practice and non-Buddhist practice. Non-Buddhist practice just up to dhyana, concentration. But for Buddhism, you need to have a concentration and the wisdom. Okay? So now let's start it. In breathing out. The first one is counting. Okay? Bring your mind to your temple. Your own meditation hall is your nostrils. Breathing in, breathing out. At the very beginning, if you have a hard time, you should do the counting. When you're breathing in, breathe out, you count for 1, breathing in, breathing out, you count for 2. From 1 to 10. The principle of the body is upright and relaxed. The principle for the breathing is no noise, no P-A-N-T, or gasping, and not rough or coarse breathing, but finer, longer is best. But you do not use your mind to manipulate it. You just observe, and then your breathing will come down to subtle and also subtle too. So counting will be considered technique 1, for breathing. Now let's move to technique breathing, technique 2, following the breathing. Now the air comes in. Is air cold or hot? Air goes out. Is my breathing long or short? Do I breathe in haste or smooth? The awareness of breathing in, breathing out, and feel the air full of a whole body, especially when you focus on your nostril. You just feel like you are living inside yourself, and you only live with breathing. Now I like to move move to technique 4. The 4 is if you need to be very, very concentrated. So when you inhale, breathing in, and then to breathing out, there is a moment, very short, even less than a second, that stop. Try to be aware of that. Then that will help you to bring into very concentrate. What is the moment, shorter than seconds moment, that when you inhale and then you want to exhale, before the exhale, second, there was a transition, there was a stop between this transition. Okay, now let's review the technique 3 about abdomen's breathing. Okay, so now your mind go down to your own navel, about 3 fingers wide beneath your navel, inside the center of your body. That is called the field of energy, 丹田. That means alchemy. The field, I also call energy, field of energy. Okay, so when breathing in, the air goes through your nose. Remember, never breathe in through the mouth, always through the nose. And breathe all down to the 丹田. And then contract your belly, your abdomen, and then breathing out. And when you exercise enough, you don't have to, you will, effortless, no need to contract your belly at all. You just breathing in all the way to your belly or your 丹田 and out. So they have the belly pop out or contract. It's just like when you are counting the breath. It's only a not the end. It's better at the end. You don't need to, deliberately to your belly or contract your belly. Okay, for abdominal breathing, according to the Tiantai meditation manual, it indicates it's really good for health. So for the people who have ailments, be weak and lack of energy. Abdominal breathing is good for your health. And also, when you are very kind of too excited, kind of, then you want to calm down your mind or energy. Then the abdominal meditation is good to bring all your agitating energy down to the bottom of your body. If you are too drowsy, then on the contrary, then you focus on your nostril or even the top of your head. Okay, now let's review that is the Anapanna, 4 techniques for breathing. Now let's review the Vipassana on the observing the sensation on our body. Okay, from the top to the bottom, from the right to left. And I will not go through one by one. I think that let's just do it from the top of your head, the face, your neck, your right arm, right hand, left shoulder, left hand, left palm, front chest, belly, your back, waist, hip, right hip, right leg, right knee, right foot, left hip, left thigh, left knee, left leg, left foot. And reversely, going up, from the bottom going up. When you are doing that by yourself, you should do it slower. Not the speed I just told you. Now find the technique to find the strongest sensation in your body. For example, maybe your knee or your leg, your hip, your neck, your shoulder, your stomach. Okay. What are the most painful or you find numb or hurt? Just go to the area. And find what is a hurt mean. Where is a hurt? We call it emptiness analysis. Analyze, non-substantial. You cannot really very concrete to describe that what is hurt, what is pain. Now let's move to the third kind we call subdue mind, the thought. Kind of have independent outside of you, watch your thought. Where is my thought? Who is I'm thinking? Who is I? Where is the thought come from? Where did thought go? The thought in front of your head, on the top of your head, in the back of your head. Where is the thought? As I mentioned today, we just review all the technique. It won't take too long. So now let's review the metta meditation. Metta, M-E-T-T-A, means loving kindness. So far for this month, the prayer is come out from, it, because it's a fit for right now, corona virus pandemic. So we kind of doing a spatial prayer, but still in general, the prayer, the meditation should extend from yourself and to all the sentient being in the world. So let's do that as well. May I be free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my spouse, partner, and children free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, suffering, and be well and healthy. May my parents, brothers and sisters be free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, be free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my teachers and my students be free from the coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May my boss and colleagues be free from infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well, healthy. May all my friends and neighbors be free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May the people of the country free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May all the people in this world be free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. May all the sentient beings in this world from greed, hatred, and ignorance, free from suffering, and be well and happy. May all the doctors and nurses, caretakers, medical personnel who are standing in the front line to risk their life to save others be free from the infection of coronavirus and other disease, from suffering, and be well and healthy. And we thank them a lot. May all the political leaders from infection of coronavirus and other disease, free from hatred and ignorance, free from suffering, and be well and healthy. We pray for enough wisdom and aware of humanity to save more life, to create harmonious society and peaceful world. May all the people die of coronavirus and others will rest in peace and be reborn in a happier, better, healthy realms. May all the people who contract of coronavirus and other disease will gain the speedy recovery and free from suffering and be well and healthy. Now is the time to send your prayer to particular individual. And I would like to transfer meditation's merit to many of anonymous heroes who are fighting with this pandemic and to save a lot of people alive and keep the world healthy. Amitofo. For unlimited life and unlimited light. Now it's the time to rub in your hands and cover your eyes, massage your forehead, your ears, your neck, your shoulder, hands, your back, your thigh, your knees, your legs, and your make sure that your feet is not numb. Okay. So basically, will be kind of the whole set for you to now, realize that, you want to do the meditation from the beginning to the end. And now we probably have a few, like I mentioned that today, I like to share with you that even in our life, that not just when you are doing meditation, you sitting there with the eye closed and breathing in, breathing out, you are doing the meditation. That, in Buddhism said that every day what you are doing is also a form of a meditation. So, okay, let me tell you a Zen story that a student come to a Zen master and ask the master, say, where is the Tao, where is the way, and how can I practice? And the master say, well, the Tao, the way, the truth is in your eating, in your drinking, and in your walking, and in your sleeping. So the student was so surprised, say, well, I have done, every day I have to eat and drink and sleep and walking. So what is the difference from you, as a master or a practitioner? And the master said, well, my daily life activity, even though I'm drinking, I'm eating, and I'm walking, I'm sleeping, still from yours. I said, how come? And the master, the teacher said, well, when you are eating, your mind is not there, because your mind is calculating something. Oh, how should I make it more money? Okay. And when you are drinking, you are thinking about, how should I, develop that kind of a relationship. When you are sleeping, you are regret what you have done today, and you are worried about your tomorrow. So when you are walking, eating or drinking, you are not really doing all this. So your eating, drinking, and sleeping are different from mine. So this is about the mindfulness. So in monastery, then we develop a so-called tea zen or tea chan, the cha chan. So even when you are drinking, so it's also a way of a practice. But because your mindfulness, then make it very different. So in the 7 days of silent meditation in our summer program, every day the student in the morning, they get up, breakfast, and then they have to sit every day, 8 section, and up to go to sleep, the section before they go to sleep. But in the afternoon, like at 3 o'clock, we always have the section we call tea time, or we call tea ceremony. And our student loves it because, after sitting the whole day, and finally they can have some coffee or tea. Usually we provide a tea. And then also some, confection, cookie. So today, but, excuse me, but the drinking tea, this tea drinking or coffee drinking, still very different. We teach the student doing mindfulness drinking and the eating. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do the mindfulness drinking. Okay, so this is a tea. As the tea here, of course, now it's getting cold now. Okay, so the first one, we will, pour the tea to the student. And we want the student to generate the awareness on what? On your sensation. Because the first one, when the food come to you, which sense organ you start to exercise. The first one is you look at the color, you look at the shape, isn't it? And then you say, oh, it looks so beautiful, it's delicious. Okay. So the first one, we have before you drink, use your eye to make a distinction about the color of the tea. Because for 7 days, we try to provide them the different kinds of tea. Tea, the color can be different. And just like a coffee also could be different too. Or any of the drinking, the liquid, you salt it, the color will be different. So the first one, exercise your eyes, awareness about the color. And secondly, exercise your nose, the smell sensation. This is a red tea, black tea. It smells so good. Indeed, it's a ginger man. Smells so good. Okay, so eyes, I see the color is not too yellow, not too dark. It's just a beautiful color. And smells so good. And now, use your tongue. You taste it. On your tongue. Okay. Now the awareness of the sensation of this tea is cold or hot, is sweet or bitter or sour. Of course, tea usually not sour. It's a juice. So just awareness, judgment. Nothing about, oh, this is good or bad, or this is delicious, or this is tastes awful, okay? But just non-judgment and but awareness about your eyes sense organ, your nose sense organ, and your tongue sense organ. Of course, sometimes when we give a very hard the tea, when the student hold it, also on your hand, you feel hot or you feel cold. This is the touch sensation. We provide the students the tea. Ask the student, if you go home, a cup of tea, why you just drink it, mindlessly, like I never pay attention. You waste your good food. Okay, and now we provide the students cookies. And today I can show you, I have one cookie. This is salty, and then I also have the chocolate. So about the snack. So the first one, we have a student pay attention. The shape of the cookie, the color, and also kind of material. It's rough or it's very subtle. And of course, this chocolate is black. And sometimes you smell, especially you smell the chocolate, the flavor, the smell, the odor. And now you taste it. What is the chocolate melt in your tongue? The sensation from your eyes, nose, and your tongue. I think that, and then after this cookie, then we have a second round to serve the tea for our student. So who said that meditation is difficult? It's an enjoyment. I mean, when you are drinking tea, you're drinking coffee, you are eating the food, if you aware of what